I'm going to run for president. I'm going to run for your children and mine.
Miami Mayor Francis Suarez has suspended his presidential campaign.
I'm Will Hurd. I'm running for president, and I approve this message.
Former Texas Congressman Will Hurd has ended his campaign for presidency.
Perry who? Perry Johnson.
Businessman Perry Johnson suspended his campaign this afternoon.
Conservative talk radio host Larry Elder launching a run for the White House.
Larry Elder is ending his Republican presidential campaign.
Before God and my family, I'm announcing that I'm running for president of the United States of America.
Mike Pence suspending his campaign.
I'm announcing today that I'm running for president of the United States of America.
Senator Tim Scott announcing tonight he is suspending his campaign.
I'm officially announcing I'm running for the president of the United States of America.
North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum is now ending his presidential campaign.
That I intend to seek the Republican nomination for president of the United States in 2024, and I want your support.
Chris Christie is suspending his campaign.
I'm proud to say tonight that I am running for United States president to revive those ideals in this country.
Businessman Vivek Ramaswamy suspended his campaign and endorsed the former president.
I'm Ron DeSantis, and I'm running for president to lead our great American comeback. I am today suspending my campaign.
I would not run if President Trump ran. I'm Nikki Haley, and I'm running for president.
But the time has now come to suspend my campaign.
In the final sprint of the Republican primary, Donald Trump and Nikki Haley bracing themselves for Super Tuesday.
Get everyone you know to the polls so we can trounce Haley.
This is about, do you want more of the same, or do you want to go in a new direction?
With contests in 15 states and 1 territory voting tomorrow, more than 1/3 of all GOP delegates will be up for grabs. Haley is only falling further behind Trump, interrupted by his supporters at a rally in Maine.
Trump country, remember that!
The former president winning more contests over the weekend, picking up delegates in Idaho, Michigan, and Missouri.
The Fox News decision desk can now project that former Governor Nikki Haley will win the Vermont Republican primary.
Colorado's primary races have been called for President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump.
Associated Press projecting both President Biden and former President Trump are the winners in the land of 10,000 lakes.
Donald Trump winning big as well in California. Remember, if he gets over 50%, he gets to take all of the delegates.
Donald Trump beating Nikki Haley here in Utah with about...
Project that former President Trump will win Tennessee's Republican contest tonight as well.
We're getting there. There it is. Alabama, 82%. It's early on, but we'll call that. The Fox News decision desk, again, will say that former President Trump can win Tennessee and President Biden. You know what? They're winning a lot of different states. Tennessee, there you go. And then President Biden with Alabama.
ABC News can project former President Donald Trump will win the Republican primary in Texas. ABC News can also project that he will win Arkansas. Trump will also win in North Carolina.
Let's go up to the northeast, up to Massachusetts. The former president will win the state of Massachusetts.
NBC News is now projecting Donald Trump as the winner of the state of Virginia.
Not allergic to this big board, but what we see here, as you mentioned, Trump right now emerging from last night with 1,057 delegates, though we should note there are still some that have yet to be allocated in some of these states, so I think that number is going to rise a bit. It may hit 1070, a little bit north of that, when all is counted, and that is significant on the Republican side because of this, the magic number of 1,215 delegates. That is what is needed to formally claim the Republican nomination. And again, if you were to add another dozen or so delegates there to Trump's total, if you were to look at these results last night and then look ahead to next week, what states are voting next week? It is Georgia, it is Mississippi, it is Washington State, it is Hawaii. Caucus, closed primary, and 2 states in the South where we can show you here in a second. Donald Trump wasn't just winning last night in the South. He was winning by very, very large margins. Long way of saying between these 4 states next week and where the delegate total is likely to end up when everything is tallied from last night, Donald Trump is on track to have a very good shot of clearing that threshold 1 week from last night on March 12th.
Well, thank you very much. They call it Super Tuesday for a reason. This is a big one. And they tell me, the pundits and otherwise, that there's never been one like this. There's never been anything so conclusive. This was an amazing night, an amazing day. It's been an incredible period of time in our country's history. It's been sad in so many ways, but I think it's going to be inspiring because we're going to do something that, frankly, nobody's been able to do for a long time.
She's going to win in a landslide, and that's not an exaggeration. So you're going to see
a
record
the bar for you here.
No, it's not an expectation.
He knows his state better than I do.
It's not an expectation. It's people getting excited.
It's exciting. We can feel it on the ground. We're going to do this.
But the time has now come to suspend my campaign.